another thought that I'm wrestling with, and it's related to the belief system that because when we're walking in the Christian life and we're pursuing the things that we feel like are laid on our heart to do, the things that are stirring to walk out, we hope that if it's God, that there will be a level of ease to it. And then when we find that it's actually a struggle and it's frustrating and we're not getting the results that we want, that is somehow some sort of indication that maybe we're not on the right path, or maybe God's not in it. I've even had somebody say that to me before, like, if it's a struggle, then God's not in it. If it's something he wants, he'll bless it. And that's really tricky thinking, in my opinion, because I think of different CEOs that I know that are Christians. I guarantee you that in building that business, there was some struggle involved, and that they worked their tail off, and that there was times where the wind wasn't at their back, and where it didn't feel like his yoke was easy or his burden was light or any of those things. And I think sometimes we get into this faulty thinking in relation to hard work and Christianity. And I know I have done that, and I'm clearly currently wrestling with some thoughts around it, hence the video. But it got me thinking, because we know logically in our mind that as Christians, we're not exempt from suffering. So what makes us think that we're exempt from it? The things that we're going after being hard at times, and there being a struggle and frustration. And I feel like it's one of many things that we live in life, these tensions I've described before that we live in, where we know what God has the capability of doing, but sometimes he doesn't meet those expectations, and he doesn't come through in the way that we anticipate he should or even want him to. But yet we still choose to trust and love and walk by faith in all of that. And so just this thought of, we're not exempt from suffering. So what makes us think we're exempt from the things that we're going after being hard work? I think the difference really is in coming from a place of faith is that you choose peace, you choose joy, you choose, you have the fruits of the Spirit that are supposed to manifest, or you choose them. In fact, I believe in so many instances when we're not feeling it. I heard this phrase a long time ago. It says, your feelings catch up to what your mind determines. And so, I think if we're not feeling peace or joy, those certainly can be indicators of where we lean into what's really going on. Why am I not feeling peace? And then in other instances, I think sometimes we have to be intentional to choose peace. It can be, depending on what we're facing, it can be in that whole mix of things. But it hit me as I was wrestling with this thought of, I'm not exempt from suffering. So it makes me exempt from the fact that sometimes it's really hard work and there's a struggle. And that just because I believe in God, that somehow doesn't mean that it's going to be easier. But again, I'm still wrestling through this. So who knows, as I continue to gain more understanding and revelation, maybe I'll feel differently. But yeah, I'm curious what your thoughts are and what conclusions you've come to as you've pursued the things that God's given you to pursue, and the things he's given you that have stirred on your heart. What have you found in this mix of the whole conversation?